This is Uptown Spirit here to do water signs. I decided what better time than now to do water signs. It's raining outside. The mood seems pretty good, and I just felt inclined. I was like, oh, I want to go and eat, but I felt like it needed to be done. So here we are, water signs for March. I would say February going into March. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, let's get to it. The astrology dice. We have everything we need here. Get cleaned up a little bit. Oh, sorry, ignore that. Cleaned up a little bit. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, February, March 2024. The planetary die, the situation itself, which will be, I'm so sorry, this die here. The zodiac die, the emotional side, this die here. And the house die, area life. I roll for each sign as well as pick a big card from the Enchanted Dreams Tarot deck. I decided to do for these videos this time. They are really big though for my small hands. So, that being said, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What do I even know, right? Cancer. Scorpio, come on. It's really complicated to say. So I'm just like this. Scorpio. Shit. Alright, that was me anyway. Pisces. Pisces. It's intuitive. Pisces. Light is the way, is the message I feel like I'm getting for Pisces. And we are in Pisces season, by the way. And there's this beautiful cardinal looking at me in the midst of all this rain. It's actually wonderful. You know, they sometimes say cardinals can be representations of deceased loved ones or someone that you care about. Maybe Pisces, you're dealing with some of that emotional stuff there in regards to that, okay? So that's what I got. I did a lot of shuffling. That was kind of hard. I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm just kidding. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to pick cards now. Deck. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now it's starting to thunderstorm too. Indication, like, you know, there's a lot of messes that, you know, we gotta clean up in each area of our lives. Definitely I'm speaking, I am projecting from self as well. That is something I feel like a lot is pertaining to the energy in regards to what we are trying to make happen. You know what I mean? I gotta do these like on the sides. They're so big. Okay. Okay. This is definitely Scorpio, right? And it's both upright. I say that because you got two cards. You got two cards here as well. Even though you're not supposed to be first. Scorpio, you've got Six of Wands, and haha, your sign, death, transformation. That's how I feel like that goes, okay? Intuitively speaking. We're not going to do the dice roll yet, and we're not going to go for Scorpio yet, because I'm going to get to Cancer. And Pisces. Pisces. Alright. Okay, let's see what's going on, guys. Okay, we are going to do Cancer first. Okay, so I'm gonna move these down a notch, and let's get going with Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, what we have here for the 10th house, which is also relating to Saturn lessons that you might be learning right now. Achieving honor, wisdom, ambition. A lot of ambition I feel like Cancers are going through right now. It's the new year. They had structure last year. They had discipline last year. They had restrictions. They still have restrictions. You could be dealing with issues linked to the skin, teeth, bones, gallbladder, spleen, and right ear. But again, it rules the 10th house. And renewal, completion, and end of a cycle as well. Even though it's still technically not the 12th house, you're still getting there. Or rather wherever the 10th house is in your chart, maybe look into that. That's relating to the message at most. And again, that's the area of life. And if I need to get into that explanation, it also represents your accomplishments or your investments, your job, your assets, your relationships to others, and your reputation. So we also have the zodiac, which is the emotional side of the situation. You have Aquarius, and that to me is, you know, either you or whoever this reading is relating to. It being aloof, competitive, overly empathetic, yet responding apathetically, controversial, something's uncomfortable. Okay? That's the emotional side. I feel like a big pickup on uncomfortable. Okay, and the situation itself. Sorry about that. I can never do these videos without having to have a pause because I always do them by the window in the garage, and I live in a very busy spot, I guess, where this window is. Anyways, moving forward, the planetary die of the situation itself here. We do have, I believe, this is Uranus. Like, I was thinking Neptune because we need some water energy, but now this is, I really think this is Uranus because, yeah, it's Uranus, and, that relates to, again, Aquarius. Wherever Aquarius could be in your chart, especially if Aquarius is your 10th house. The situation itself, being in Aquarius, Uranus, pertaining to an expansion of the known innovative course of action, protest and reform, challenging institutions and constructs. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the situation itself. I feel like something challenging at work, maybe. Ooh, judgment. Something challenging. Okay, somebody's judgment. Getting some extra clarification on judgment. Actually, I don't even really feel like I need the book for that because it's a major arcana. It should be like right here as well. Just, you know, for a little explanation for anybody that wants to know. And yes, this is a citrine ring, by the way. I'm so sorry. Judgment. Right here, yeah. Renewal, awakening, reflection, self-realization, choices. I feel like that goes in great. I feel like it explains the situation, whether it's work or pertaining to yourself or pertaining to a loved one in your 10th house. Something conflicting, something uncomfortable. Yeah, 4 of Cups. You're going through like a tough situation right now. But, you're coming out of not really knowing what to do about it and kind of being blind to things, and you're moving towards that next step, like I said, since you're in the 10. But something like, I feel like it's more of like, got another card coming, shit. One moment. Maybe that had to sink in, but yeah, I feel like something, like an epiphany is going to come for someone. Like, you know, Uranus is pretty random. The outcome of what you are trying to do, Cancer, or whatever happens, is definitely Uranian energy, especially since you have Aquarius and Uranus here. It is definitely going to be random, something out of the blue. Maybe it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like it's how you take it. Either way, you're going to be uncomfortable. Or maybe this already happened and you're trying to come out of it now in March. Represents your accomplishments, investments. Again, something with your assets, job. I feel like it definitely is a relationship with another. That would be an Aquarian. Here's that air energy anyway, unless you have that in your chart. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with Cancer. And I feel like this is more you and the water energy and relating to another. Something feeling uncomfortable, something not being right, but you're going to come out of it. One moment. Your judgment is what helps you move the next step and go to where you need to be. Because you're going to, reflect. And you're then going to be led to some choices. And again, these choices will turn into either an accomplishment or an investment. And you need to not really be so uncomfortable with your reputation and how others see you. There goes that check again. I'm so sorry. It is an Amazon delivery. Somebody. Cancer. Okay, it could be a Scorpio. Or it could be, once again, something coming out of the blue. Something random, something crazy. An epiphany. Or just something bad happens in March. Maybe around the full moon. Hopefully not, but something that you weren't ready for. And it gives you an epiphany, and you have the ability to make a more clear decision. Renewal and completion, and hopefully turn more towards the end of a cycle. We also have a sign in here as well now, definitely prominently Scorpio. No, give me one more. It could be relating with an air sign or another water sign. It could be the epiphany that you get with them. It could be in your chart. Wherever you feel like this reading, whatever like your first gut feeling is, I feel like that's what it is. And we also have the 5 of Pentacles upright, so you're worried about being left out, being left in the cold, being out in the blue, or this is what happens to you, or this is what you're worried about if a decision happens. The vibe that I get here is like the judgment, like you've been through all this before, you know how it's going to play out, why not just have your own way? Like I feel like you're torn between 2 different things. It's the end of a cycle and it's time to make a decision on it. And you're worried about how others are going to view you. You're worried about how it's going to how it's going to happen. And I feel like if you wait too long, something bad is going to happen. And you're just going to manifest everything that you're worried about. You're going to make it all happen and become your reality anyway. So you want to avoid that, I feel like. And, yeah, I just hope you make the right decision. Only you know what's best for you. Alright, Cancer? That was Cancer, okay? Moving on. We have Scorpio. Right. Wow. Right. Wow. I feel like that one deserves another one too. I know, I said I wasn't going to be too long. We are in Pisces season. Everything's magical. I mean, we just left Aquarius season. Again, also following up Cancer. What could have happened in Aquarius season you're trying to bring forward with you to Pisces season, I advise don't. Leave it back in Aquarius season where it belongs. Rebellious, outrageous, random, spontaneous, aloof, ignorant thinking. Leave that behind, and I feel like it's going to give you a more clear view. Anyways, now we have moved on to Scorpio. We have the Star and the Two of Cups with death. There will be a new death and rebirth with maybe an Aquarian or somebody who has Aquarius in their chart. Or this is you, Scorpio, with Aquarius in your chart. It's a Two of Cups. That's a great business partnership, relationship, love. Everything's going well. Again, with Aquarius or where Aquarius is in your chart. And I feel like it's a good transformation. For real. I feel like it's nothing bad. Usually when you see death or the Tower, it's something bad. Kind of like Cancer. But Cancer was just making that all for themselves. So I feel like for you, this is a good thing. And this could be you, or this could be you, or it could be where it is in your chart. Then over here we have the Six of Wands, which relates to willpower, life force, passion, creativity, ego. You've been feeling like you have been in a very weird spot. You're cloudy, haven't really been in and out. You haven't really felt like yourself. You've been hurt, or remembering things, or trying to tie things together that dealt with the hurt. Let's go ahead. Or it's just a situation, you have to wait. There's something going on that's been prolonged. You've been procrastinating. You did it yourself, kind of like Cancer. So we have 9: fruition, attainment, and fulfillment. You're trying to fulfill something, or it has been fulfilled. I definitely feel like with love, Scorpio. And this has to do with definitely Scorpio Sun. I mean, that's the planet that we got here. So definitely pertaining to the self, the situation itself, and again, core values, personal identity, ego, self-image. Kind of maybe following into the Aquarian suit of that, or it's Aquarius. Either way, pertaining to this relationship and what it is, we have the sign of Aquarius. I evolve, freedom, progress, rebellion, awakening, originality, sudden change. I feel like it is a sudden change, and I feel like it is progress for you. Whereas, Cancer, it was a sudden change and, a rude awakening, or a possible awakening from before that's affecting now. Anyway. The Five of Swords, I mean, it has to do with the mind, but then the Six of Wands, it has to do with life force and passion. This being in the 9th house, the emotional side of the situation, not knowing something, and an innovative course of action, protest and reform, challenging constructs. I feel like it would be more of a challenging construct in your mindset and your creativity and just how you're trying to go about things. So the Five of Swords, though, it being reversed, also with the house die, it being a 9, represents, we'll wait for this card to pass. Sorry, Scorpio. I apologize. Alright, Scorpio. It represents going the distance, matters of the mind, expansion, philosophical mindset, arts, once again, creativity, arts, media, creation, sharing matters of the creative mind. how you're going about it, you feel like you've been you're trying to attain something. Now we're going to just see the Five of Swords reversed is after a period of conflict, because of this creativity and feeling, you are ready for change, which is this Two of Cups feeling, which is what I was saying, like this partnership, it's beautiful energy, Scorpio. Whether this is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or whether this pertains to where Scorpio is in your chart, especially if Scorpio is in your 9th house, this is definitely for you. You are ready for change. Apologize, ask for forgiveness, and make amends so that you can move on and create a more fertile ground for new ideas and collaboration. Either with an Aquarian, Aquarius Venus, Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising. I just feel like you're once again with the trauma, you're trying to be ambitious to get to where you need to be, and it's so complicated, and I get that 100%. I really do. It's definitely then pertaining to yourself and realizing that how what you do affects the relations or relationship with what's, you know, really your big energy this month. Like, what the situation is, you gotta pay attention to, Scorpio. Or this could have happened in Aquarius season, and now we are in a pause, and you're trying to, like, get that forgiveness, and you're still working through that mind blah, and you're trying to transition. But you're at a 9. You're not necessarily at a 10, so it's getting there. But you're still trying to make all this magic happen. And I feel like with this energy, 6 of Wands, it's going to help. Maybe your core values and your personal identity, ego, and self-image might need a change just a little bit, but that's not a problem for you. Change is inevitable. Alright, Scorpio, I feel like you know you're exhausted, but you know, and you're gonna make it happen. Okay? This beautiful partnership, definitely. Something, maybe a wish is gonna come true, and it's gonna come out of the blue, and all this hard work that you've been putting in regards to being able to have a completion within the cycle of self and being ready, I think, definitely. I know this can pertain to relationship or maybe work or business as well. But I definitely feel like with these cups here, and plus, even though this is air sign energy with the Aquarius, it definitely pertains to the future and wishes and Uranus, and still though, it's still water energy and she's still holding cups. So once we get out of this Hangman energy, we'll be moving forward from the 9 into the 10, and that'll be your renewal and completion. But still, I feel like you still have one more step, even though there's still 12 houses. But relating to the subconscious and all that stuff, I feel like we're dealing with that, Scorpio. We're dealing more of that this Pisces season. New moon to full moon. Alright? Thank you. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Moving on. Now we have Pisces. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. The Nine of Pentacles upright. Felt like that needed to be. Oh my. The Sun and the King of Pentacles. Wow, Pisces. A lot of Earth energy. Weird. I feel like this could be fire though. This could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then we have Pisces. But I see no water right now, which is great. Alright, we have one, and that doesn't surprise me at all. Landed on one. We have the Sun. That's the first house anyway. And potential opportunity and new beginnings with Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, I feel. And here we are as well with another Earth energy die, and this is the situation itself. We have, for you Pisces, the North Node. My Lord, I haven't gotten this in a while. Pertaining to what goes around, comes around. Karmic cycle, fear of not knowing, destiny, afterlife, another reality. So maybe somewhere in your subconscious, Pisces, you've been working hard at something. I'm really not sure how that pertains to the situation itself. I mean, your house is your Sun, which is, I mean, yeah, the situation itself is oneself. And your core values, your personal identity, ego, self-image, just like Scorpio. But here we also have Gemini, which is the emotional side of the situation. And it's seeing both sides, intrigue, maybe overthinking and oversharing, dealing with a devious, manipulative person, or you are being devious or manipulative. And it's causing intellectual distress. That's a lot, Pisces, especially it's your birthday season. What in the world? I mean, first of all, happy birthday, but... And this can be Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Pisces Venus, or wherever Pisces is in your chart, especially if it's your Sun. Right, so Nine of Pentacles upright. You have created abundance, now enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself, especially since it's your birthday, or maybe you're just more worried about somebody else doing it for you, or if you have Earth in your chart as well as Pisces, you're kind of like fighting with yourself, like, oh, you really want to do this, but you know you shouldn't, you know, like you're playing like, oh, you know, I have them bills I gotta pay soon, but like your spontaneous self is like, oh my god, I want to go all out, I'm allowed to go all out, I deserve this shit. And I agree with that energy. I also agree with the intellectual side of thinking, though, and not letting this stuff affect you later. Use your wealth to create financial abundance in the long term. Yeah, just like I was saying, in the long term. I feel as well the situation itself being like, we're living like now in the moment, it is you having the North Node. I feel like it is something karmic. If you do it, it's kind of like a karmic thing, like where this 9 will then become the 10, and it'll be fruition and renewal. So you're kind of like, whether this is a person or whether this is yourself, it's fear of not knowing. I don't think it's much of another reality other than that intellectual distress from, I don't know, being intrigued or overthinking, which, I mean, any Pisces would do, which is why I think you want to go out. So maybe this is the situation that you need to look out for, Pisces. Something coming up, and you're worried about that. Whatever's big in something that's coming up that you're worried about. You've been working hard for what you do have. Don't let this Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo come and fuck it up for you. Or, if they're there to help you, allow them to help you. So you can move from this 9 to 10. It'll help your ego. It'll help your intellectual distress. And you'll be able to have a completion in whatever the hell was giving you the stress in the first place. Because this is definitely for a Pisces sun. And this is definitely pertaining to yourself. And this is definitely your first house of potential opportunities and new beginnings. Allow it to be a new beginning. Allow the beautiful energy to flow. And I feel like you'll be able to do great things this season. Okay? Thank you so much, water signs. I appreciate it. And I love that you were able to be here and join me today. Please follow my social media, Uptown Spirit, on Instagram and Facebook, and check out my linktree page and whatnot store page. Thank you so much. Again, happy birthday, Pisces.